Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a wear test. I'm so excited. I really have been enjoying doing wear tests. I find that it gives so much more information on how the foundation or product wears throughout the day, which is most important to me. Basically every product I own, I want it to last a full work day. So that is kind of like the ultimate test. So today is all about the new Covergirl. This is the Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. We're talking about what the heck skin milk means as well in this video, but we're also comparing it to this guy here, which is one of my absolute favorite everyday. It's not a foundation, it's a BB cream, but it's from Covergirl as well. This is the Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream. So very interesting, very similar packaging. We're gonna be talking about them and how they compare. So if you wanna hear all about my thoughts and see a wear test on this guy, then just keep on watching. Okay, so jumping right into the demo, I'm super excited. As you guys know from the intro, we are doing a full review on the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. So this is actually a foundation. When I originally saw it, for whatever reason, I thought it was more of a BB cream. So interested to see what kind of coverage this gives. It's supposed to blur imperfection, even out skin tone, sheer buildable coverage. So that's an interesting concept, sheer but buildable. We'll see. And it's instant and all day hydration. So what gravitated me towards this was one, I don't understand what skin milk means. So I was really curious. Two, the packaging's really adorable. I don't mind squeezy tubes whatsoever when it comes to foundations or BB creams. And as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I love this for every day. It's a very light to medium coverage. Again, like light to buildable medium. So it's really nice for everyday purposes, but it is more of a matte finish. And lately I've been actually struggling with a little bit of dry skin, not everywhere, but just some dry patches. So I've been wanting to use something a little bit more hydrating. So I thought this would be a really great idea. So I kind of wanted to compare the two of them a little bit for you guys, especially since the packaging is super similar. They both come in that kind of cute squeezy tube. And I ended up also getting the exact same shades in both. In the BB cream, it's called 530 light medium. And then in this milk foundation, it is 550, but also light medium. They look pretty similar. This is like a absolute perfect shade match for me. So this one here is the foundation milk, and this is the matte BB cream. As you can see, this one's not budging whatsoever, but the foundation is a little bit more runny. Obviously, being a hydrating foundation, that's to be expected. But you can also see that this one is a little lighter and has a little bit more pink tones to it. So not too drastic of a difference, but a little bit, especially in consistency. I'm gonna do one side of my face and then show you guys a side-by-side comparison like usual. And today, since this is more of a light coverage, I'm gonna go in with a brush. This is like the ultimate foundation brush for me. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics 103 brush. It's just like an angled buffing brush. I really like it. It has like a big surface area. It spreads foundation out really easily, and I've just been loving it. So I just have a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to dot it on my face. This is just how I like to apply things for the first time. It is definitely quite sheer. I can just already tell. So that's how much I've got, quite a few dots on one side of the face, and then now I'm gonna go in and work it into the skin. I've been having some bad breakouts, nothing too intense, but it's been just causing like a lot of dry patches, which is annoying. If you're not used to it, it can be definitely difficult to handle. This is giving quite a sheer finish, but it's not bad. Like, I definitely need a little bit more coverage, but I think my concealer will be able to help me in that area. So this is one side of my face with one layer. It is pretty sheer. I can see quite a lot coming through, even some blemishes, but it's definitely taken the discoloration and erased it basically, which is nice. I don't go too far up in this area. I like to just use concealer there just so there's not too much product building up there. So don't pay attention to the dark circle area, but on the cheek you can see that it's covered up quite a bit, but you can still see them poking through. Very natural finish in my opinion. It blended out easily, like so easily, and even the color match is not too bad, and I think the reason for that is because it's so sheer. So it's not like it's giving you a thick kind of opaque layer of foundation on your face where you could really tell if something's a little off. So I think that allowed the slight difference in shade from the BB cream to end up being quite fine. And then this is nothing. So you can definitely tell a difference. This just looks very smooth and evened out, whereas this side you can see some discoloration, but that is a little side by side. So I really think this is a lovely foundation for every day. If you're looking for something super minimal, I think this might be a great option. I'm gonna go ahead, I need a little bit more, and just dot this. And I'm gonna add a little bit more on that cheek. Okay, so this is a full layer. I added a little bit more foundation on both of my cheeks just to give a little bit more coverage in those areas. But other than that, I'm actually really liking it. It looks super natural, which is nice. I'm curious to see how it wears throughout the day though, because it is a hydrating foundation. So I'm wondering, like, is it gonna last? If it does, I would love this for an everyday look, because it is, you could see even on this cheek here how it's so glowy. I love that. I just don't want any glowiness in this area. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it wears throughout the day. I'm gonna jump off camera, finish up my makeup, jump back on and talk a little bit more about the foundation. But so far, I'm really liking this finish here. Very pretty. Okay guys, I just finished applying the rest of my makeup and I'm really happy with how this foundation is looking. It looks so glowy and luminous, but not like I'm melting, if that makes sense, which is the exact kind of hydrating look that I would want on an everyday purpose. It applied really nicely. I would say it gave a light to buildable coverage, because once I applied my first layer, as you guys saw, I applied a little bit more just on my problem areas, which are typically like the cheeks. Not that they're problem areas, but I just think that they needed a little bit more coverage to even out the skin tone and all that good stuff. In combination with a good concealer, I think it gives a really good amount of coverage for an everyday, clean, nice, put together look. The true test is going to be whether it wears well during the day. So far I've had it on for about 30 minutes. It's 1:19 right now, so I'm gonna try my best to wear it till 9 p.m. It's Sunday, so that's past my bedtime, but I will check in at least once at 9. I will try and squeeze in another kind of test throughout the afternoon. So I'm gonna let you guys know how this wears. I'm just gonna be around the house today cleaning and kind of getting some things done. So nothing too extreme. It's a blizzard outside, so I won't be leaving. So I'm excited to keep you guys in the loop on how this wears, because so far I'm really liking it. It's a great, beautiful finish to the skin. All that to say, let's talk a little bit more about the foundation itself. The foundation is available now. I saw it online and immediately was hunting for it. I wanted to see it in person, to see colors and stuff like that. I found mine at Walmart and I got it for, I think, $9, $8.98 I believe. But I wanted to also talk about a little bit about what this skin milk is. So the foundation is a lightweight, nourishing liquid foundation. It's supposed to give your skin the moisture boost it craves. Definitely felt that. With a delicate infusion of milky coconut. So that's where the skin milk is coming from, the milky coconut ingredient. And soothing aloe, which is really nice. If you are experiencing dry skin like I am, soothing aloe will definitely help heal those areas. So hopefully these little dry patches kick the dust. You'll experience a glowing and dewy finish that lasts all day, blurring imperfections and creating a more even skin tone. So definitely agree with all of that. So far I'm feeling very glowy in a good way though, not in a gross way. I feel that it did blur my imperfections quite well. I needed a little extra coverage in some areas, but since it is a light to buildable foundation, that's totally understandable. Another thing is it comes in 15 different shades. The shade range is not bad, it's not amazing. I hope that they do add more shades to this range, but it does have 15 so far. That is a lot better than this range. I think this one only has like 8, if I'm not mistaken, not too many in the BB cream one. But anyways guys, I'm going to jump off camera, go about my day, and I will be back in a few hours with some updates on how this foundation is going to wear. And of course, if you want to see the rest of the makeup tutorial, head to my Instagram. I always post my makeup tutorials on there, either the day or the day after. So be sure to check that out, but I will be back in a few hours with a little foundation update. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, it is 7:47. I'm feeling pretty good about the situation right now. As you can see, nothing's really budged. I did wear a little bit of gel liner today, which I haven't done in a really long time, and it did, I feel, smudge a little bit. But other than that, I'm not feeling like my foundation has separated at all. I'm looking in the mirror right now. I do see a little bit of shine coming through in this area, but that to me is pretty normal. Overall, I still have that very glowy, hydrated, healthy look to the skin, which I like. In my laugh lines, I am noticing a lot of creasing, which is something that I struggle with a lot of foundations. More of my matte foundations combat that, but with hydrating foundations, I notice that in these lines here, my laugh and smile lines, they get really indented, which is fine. Usually what I would do if it's really bad throughout the day and I notice it is I just take a brush and I push and they go away. Also note, I did not reapply my lipstick, so don't judge me on that front. I am gonna do a little blot test. These are just some blot sheets. I'm gonna take one of these and just see how bad it really is, how bad the oil is in the T-zone. So I'm just gonna use this and press just in my T-zone area. And ooh, you guys can see it is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. A lot of oil did come up. I'm gonna go in the chin area and even on my laugh lines and nose. Quite a bit, guys. But honestly, it doesn't look that oily. So overall, I'm really still liking the foundation. It's sitting on the face pretty well. I would give it about a 7 on 10 for longevity at this point. I'm gonna keep wearing it for another, I'm gonna try and go till 9:30. That would be a full 8-hour wear and see what it looks like. But so far, like after 6 hours, it's looking pretty good. 6-7 hours, it's looking pretty good. It's definitely a very healthy looking foundation, which is nice. So I will be back and I will check in again for one last time before we take off our makeup for the day, but so far so good. I feel like each time I get on camera, my hair is getting messier and messier. It is now 9:15 p.m. It's getting past my bedtime and I'm actually really excited. I want to talk a final little bit about this foundation and how it has worn throughout the day. So as you guys saw at my 7 o'clock update, it did get quite oily in my T-zone. Honestly, that's something that's pretty normal for me after about 5-6 hours a wear for a foundation. I get pretty oily in my T-zone. Reason being is I have naturally oily skin in that area specifically, so that's nothing too surprising. Usually at about lunchtime, I'll go to the washroom and take like a tissue and just kind of dab that area, and I'm usually good to go. One thing that I'm really liking is how my cheeks are looking. They look just very healthy, glowing from within. I love that, and that's definitely this foundation's finish and texture and everything that it's giving to my skin. That is that. I am looking like up close at my makeup and I have a little bit of foundation breaking up around the nose, break up a little bit and then get a little bit more cakey in some other areas around the nose specifically, but nowhere else on the face. All of the kind of texture and blemishes that I've been getting around this area, very hormonal, on my chin, those are still completely covered, so that's amazing. The only real issue I'm seeing is kind of in this area, but again, that is not due to the foundation. I think it's more so how I set my concealer today and wearing gel eyeliner for the first time in a really long time. So foundation wise, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 for longevity. For a hydrating foundation, I think it's doing a very good job at staying in place. Other than the nose area and T-zone having a little bit of oils, which were two completely manageable things throughout the day, I think that this has lasted a really good amount for an 8-hour wear. Something that I've been struggling with this winter is just dry patches on my skin, and it totally sucks, especially if you're not used to it. So this foundation I think is gonna help kind of combat that and make my skin look as good as it can, especially in those areas. Honestly, 7 out of 10 for me. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up because I really like it. From the packaging to the price to the color match, for me, everything has looked really good. So definitely happy with this new exciting purchase. I've seen a lot of people talk about this online, more so questions like, what is this? This Skin Milk, is it worth it? I definitely think it is worth it. It's a very affordable foundation, and I think it would be very suitable for a lot of different skin types. If you have dry skin and combating that, or if you have normal to combo skin, I recommend this foundation fully. If you are very, very, very oily, maybe take a pass at this one. Try it if you want, but note that it is a very luminous looking foundation. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up this full review and wear test using the Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation from Covergirl. I'm very happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Definitely let me know down below if you're gonna plan to try this foundation out. I'm getting so tired I can't even finish my sentences. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and of course, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.